Hello and welcome back to my channel. You might be wondering why we are sitting on the floor, and I have a very good reason, but it's going to take me a second to get to that, so buckle up. I might put a timestamp there if you just really don't care about hearing the backstory, but I want to give you some backstory. So last week at this point for me, I don't know what time it'll be for you because you're watching this in YouTube time, and that just depends on when I edit this and get it all together and finally finish this project. We might be months in the future, we might be a couple days. It depends on how crazy busy my life gets. But anyways, some period of time ago in the past, I went to an estate sale on my birthday and I found the most ridiculous, insane, incredible curtains. I'm gonna do a pause so we can look back in time and relive some of those things in case you didn't see them. Anyways, this ended up being the most incredible estate sale of my life. I found all of these curtains. They are taking up my entire guest closet. By guest closet, I just mean the other closet that isn't my bedroom closet. I need to measure these and figure out what's gonna go up on my walls, what needs to be washed, what needs to go in storage, and by storage I mean shoved into a vacuum seal bag and shoved then again underneath my bed or couch. I have no idea how long this video is gonna be, but I figured I would take you along with me on the process of washing all these things and just kind of figuring out how to take custom curtains that were made for a completely different house than mine and turn them into my own custom curtains. So let's do it together. In the process, we're gonna kind of redo a lot of stuff in here. So let me give you a quick peek around. I don't think it's that, yeah, I cleaned a little bit. It's not bad. So here's a little house tour before the house completely changes. Now, this is my current living room situation, little loaf on the floor. As you can see, he is my prized possession, if you can call it an animal possession. I think I probably won't, so I take that back, but I love him very much. Here is, ooh, wow, I am shooting on a crappy old iPhone. That might be a mistake, so sorry. Corner that we are going to be redoing. That cat stand is going to be going somewhere else. Little hanging chair situation is adorable, but she's had her time and I also hate sitting in that chair, so she's going. Getting a gorgeous new vintage couch from that estate sale delivered today. That'll be changing very soon. I think the pink curtains are gonna go all over this space, probably all over this wall too. That's going to be moved over here. A lot of things are changing. I will show you the process, but just there is the general idea. Ready? Okay, let's do it. There's so much in there, and I only have so much floor space, so I think I'm just gonna have to do it one panel at a time and see how it goes. I'm a wee bit overwhelmed. My plan of action was to lay everything flat so I could kind of measure out and see where everything was gonna go, but this is bigger than the widest point of my apartment, so I really underestimated just how much curtain I would be purchasing. So I think I'm gonna push this one to the side and see if any of them are smaller, or else I'm gonna have to do some cutting, and I really don't want to do some cutting. So tangled up. I wasn't there when he took it down, so it's gonna be really hard to figure out how to piece all these together. And it's a little tricky because I don't want to rip the lace. It's already ripped a couple times. Oh, it's better. As I figure out the sizing of everything, I want to make sure I stay organized, so I'm going to create a little system with some safety pins and post-it notes. I'll show you. Is that how you spell canopy? I'm just going to pin this to the bed canopy so I know what it is when I go to wash it and I keep everything organized. Curious to see, ooh, I think I ripped something. If there's a way I can finagle it to fit in this area. Actually go perfectly for the width right here. The only thing is it would cover the door a tiny bit. I don't know if that would be annoying or if it would get in the way or if it would be fine. See what else I have. Finally got our first panel, and this thing is so pretty. It's so long. I'm definitely gonna have to pin it up because I don't want to cut it, but my ceilings are not 12 feet tall like what these were custom made for, so we're gonna improvise. These are actually gonna be a little bit easier to work with than I thought they would be. The only thing is these are very rusty and very sharp. It's a good thing I'm all caught up in my dentist shop. Look at that thing. Ooh. Let's see if there's more of these. Don't know how I feel about this investigation, but I would say that they are big fans. Things are getting caught and ripped, and I hate it. Another couple panels. These stink so bad. These are all very skinny. I don't know what I was thinking getting all of these curtains. I don't have enough room for all of these. I don't know what I'm gonna do with them. They stink so bad. Oh. They did say something about a leak in the ceiling. Now I see why everything stinks. didn't see that when I was there. Well, unfortunately, this portion might have to be tossed because that's foul. I'm gonna wash everything and I'm gonna take you through my process. I'm gonna treat these like I would any vintage dress. So we're gonna use all the same products and do it all in the bathtub. I definitely take at least 4 loads, maybe 5. For the first round of soaking, I'm just gonna use Biz stain remover. This stuff is amazing. It helps get a lot of the odors out and get all the really nasty stains out without bleaching my clothes. Just a little bit of Dawn dish soap. You could use laundry detergent as well, but I'm just not gonna do it at this step because we're gonna have to do this a couple times before we actually get to clean them. We just need a strip. My cat's begging to get out of my room because I locked him in there because he was trying to play with all the stuff, and it's not gonna happen, it's too delicate. These always come in handy when you're washing or dyeing clothes. Now we just make soup. God. Do you see the color of that water already? It's not even been a minute. That is disgusting. Fill this up with a little bit more water and then I'm just gonna leave it for a couple of hours. I have a therapy session, so I'm just gonna let this do its thing and then check in on it when I'm done with that. Sound like a good plan? All right, I'll see you soon. Let's see how the soup is doing. Ooh, looking dusty and musty. It smells very stinky. I'm gonna find my little stir stick. Where did it go? We are ready for a drain and a rinse and to do it all over again. Goodbye, 50 years of disgusting filth. Ugh. Okay, the water's still looking pretty gross, so we're gonna do one more rinse and then see where we're at. One more soak with distilled white vinegar and all the other fixings from before. This is just gonna help with the smell even more. I did not think through the drying process of this, so I think I need to let it drip dry over my little rack overnight. Oh god, it's so heavy. I don't know what I signed up for. Hello, good morning. You will have to accept my sincerest apologies for leaving you in the dark because I went ahead and did some more on my own and I did not finish showing you the whole process, which is my bad. I got a little overwhelmed because there is so much to do and I figured I could just film a little bit later and just get going on the process because I need things to soak. So we have this one drip drying, this is the second one drip drying, this is the third one soaking, and the very first one we did together just hanging on this clothing rack now that it's dry and ready to go, so it's organized and it has its little thing pinned on it. So we have a full system going. The most important thing you need in this whole process is a super strong stain remover. You want to rinse until it's completely clear, so if that's 5 soaks, that's 5 soaks, and I've been doing about 4 for these, and the 4th one is usually pretty good. And then just rinse it, wring it, hang it, and then we move it to another hanging rack and then we organize it and then we're gonna get to the whole other part. So I'm gonna keep doing this, but I feel like this is just kind of repetitive and boring and gross. So enjoy these little clips, but I'm not gonna do a lot. Bye! Do you think they like the new couch? And now I just move this over here so it can roast for a couple of hours and really dry all of that out. Ugh. Ugh. Everything is getting very drippy and very wet, so we're just gonna have to go ahead and lay one of these bad guys down. This is so much more manual labor than I thought I was signing up for, but I think it's gonna be worth it. Room is truly nothing more than a drying rack, but look at this comforter. It matches the curtains. For the most part, everything is now dry, but I am not going to be able to keep all of these things, so I am going to vacuum seal and store everything that I'm not going to immediately use just so I can get it out of the way, including the comforter and any extra panels. They might not work in this space, but they might work in a future space, so I want to keep them in case that happens, but I also don't want to look at them every day, so we're going to store them in a good way to keep them nice. Everything is dry and clean. I have laid everything out on the floor and figured out where I think things are gonna go. Let me show you some of the stuff. This might be super hard to tell because it's so small and everything is bunched up, but one of these panels that is the big square topper that'll fit right across the top is almost exactly the perfect length as this side of the room, and I think the bedroom is the only place I'm going to have the thin curtain. I was thinking about doing them in here, but honestly, I think the color of these curtains that I already had matched the couch so nicely, I just want to keep it. how gorgeous and glowy it is in here. I feel like the full effect of the curtains does not come through on camera. Maybe if I, okay, there we go. So moody. Still, in person, 20 times better. It is magnificent in here. I feel like I walk in and I'm just getting a warm pink hug with all of my favorite things. So we're still missing the top panel up here. Here's the issue I'm running into. I want to put that panel up at the top. I think if I put the little bed curtain canopy thing, it's going to be way too much. This room is simply not big enough for that kind of canopy situation. Here's what I propose. Kind of would be perfect above the couch. And maybe it's something that doesn't live there all the time, but for shoots, it could be amazing. I have these little command hooks. Don't think it's more than 10 pounds. I got 6 of these 2-pound hooks, so that gives me an extra 2 pounds after 12. I'm just gonna go for it. Let's just see what happens. My friend Alicia stopped by to grab a dress to borrow for a wedding, so of course I had to force her to help me figure out if this was gonna look good or not. I'm now flying solo, and it's going to be really hard to figure out where to put those little command strips up here, so I think I'm going to try and tape this to the ceiling so that I can put some dots mark where I need to put the command strips. It makes sense in my head. We'll see if it works. Everything else is going to be muted because I want to listen to Sex and the City, but I'm going to go ahead and apply these now to the duct tape thingamajig. I might need to do some doctoring to this. The way that they had it set up, these extra panels on the side were hanging from a separate hook. I'm not going to do that, so I might cut these off, but it's a really easy reattachment if I ever want to sew them back together, so it's not a big deal if we do it. I swear I recorded, but I guess I didn't. So I completely missed showing you how I attached these extra little skinny panels to the side, but look at how gorgeous and glorious that is. I absolutely love how it frames this space. It's so cute. And this little comforter right here, that's from Target 5 years ago. Somehow it matches these curtains from 50 years ago. I love life. Now we're heading back into the bedroom to do the final top panel, or at least I think I was going into the bedroom to do the final top panel. First, I'm turning off the fan to make sure that I don't smack my face and slice it open. Here's the problem. The bedroom that these curtains were custom made for had insanely tall ceilings, and it did not occur to me that this might be a problem. Not for the length of the curtains, but for this little ruffle topper. Ended up taking up half of my wall, and it was very much not giving the cute dainty cupcake vibe I was going for, and instead was kind of suffocating and smothering me. So unfortunately, it's just not going to happen in this room. Without any further ruffles to hang, I think this is where the bedroom is going to end up. It's not quite as cupcakey as I hoped it would be, and to be honest, it doesn't read quite as pink on camera as it does in person, and then just in general, the white lace takes over a little bit more in my room because I don't have as much direct sunlight, but I really love how it looks with all the lights off because it's just the prettiest warm pink glow. And the kitties have made themselves right at home in here. Now for the grand reveal of the living room. I am so thrilled with how this space turned out. I feel like it really reflects me and all the things that I love right now. I still can't get over the fact that I got that couch for free. It is so beautiful and so perfect, and I'm so happy to have it, but I'm even more happy to have these gorgeous canopy curtains hanging above my couch. It's very far from my original vision for these curtains, but I am so happy at where everything ended up. I just can't get over that I get to live in this space. It's for me. It's just the coolest thing ever. Anyways, thank you so much for coming along today. I hope you had fun, and I can't wait to see you again for another thrifting vintage adventure, hopefully in the very near future. Like and subscribe if you want to stay in touch, and I will see you very soon. Bye!